Well, hello and welcome to the stream. Hey, SDB Red. Yeah, starting a little bit late. 2 p.m. my time. I intended to start a little bit earlier. But good to see you here. We're playing Factorio again today. It has been 3 weeks, I believe, since I've played Factorio, more or less. So it's been a little bit. Coming after a little bit of a hiatus. Last time we did some Fulgara science. I got a tiny ass base here. That's making science slowly. And I am gonna deliver that. I'm gonna take this ship. We're not gonna do anything on Fulgara today. I don't think. We'll just let this go. This is working okay. It's producing science very slowly, but it's working. So I'm gonna leave it alone. It'll work until these chests fill up anyway. Okay. Let's get out of here. So, what's the plan today? Well, I've got vague plans. I want to go back to Volcanus. And I want to transition to turbo belts. Which can only be made on Volcanus, apparently. That should be pretty easy. I would like to get stack inserters, try those out. But I would have to go to Gleba for that. Maybe. Most importantly, I want the turbo belts. And then I want to go back to Novice and clean this up a little bit. Start working on a permanent base. Like have a depot. Where is it? A cargo landing pad. We'll have a cargo landing pad that requests a whole bunch of stuff, whatever I need. And that'll be output onto trains and taken wherever they need to go. So everything will be just a little bit cleaner. Alright, where am I? I'm on the YOLO. We're going to take this and go to Volcanus. Now the cargo ship here does have a schedule. I don't know if this is right. It's supposed to go back and forth between Novice and Volcanus. Yeah, that should work. Right now I've got too much science. I am gonna adjust this though. We can pick up other stuff besides science. Right now, I believe I don't have any science going. Yeah, I'm all out of Vulgara science. Let's choose something we can do. Steel, productivity. These are all so expensive. 32,000. Well, we can do low density structure productivity. We'll do steel. Just get something going. This ship is so slow. Let's get more thrusters. Okay, now that production there is not enough for 2 thrusters. To supply 2 thrusters. So if I want to keep both of these running, I have to stockpile some. So I have to make sure to stop for a bit once I reach my destination. So we can build it back up. I'm hoping this will be enough to get me to Volcanus. I think it will be. Yeah, well, as far as making the ship thinner, I don't want to modify this too much. I just want to make a brand new one. There's so many things I can do to improve it. So yeah, I'm not really going to spend too much time on it. I mean, I'll take this and modify it, but I'll basically be doing it from scratch, just deleting everything and starting over for the most part. This design is much better. We'll do something like this, except probably not do advanced bullets. Here we are. So we already got the express belts, express everything. What about express these things? Nope, because I don't have advanced circuits. Why? Can't I place a ghost? Oh, there we go. I'll just pick up my stuff I left behind. Rather than relying on bots for everything. Where is my loot? It's up here by the rocket. Okay. So, we've got this that we built a while back, and I'm not doing anything with it. That's molten iron and molten pipe. We could maybe make use of it. We need tungsten plate, which I think is easy. Tungsten or molten iron. Well, we don't have any tungsten nearby, except for this. What else are these used for? Science. Quite a few things. Artillery shells. Portable fusion reactor. Railgun turret. Heck yeah. Man, I want to use this stuff, this molten iron and copper, but at the same time, I don't want it to turn into a whole big project right now. I just want, I just want green belts, and that's it. I want to spend most of my time on novice today. Alright, let's see. Lubricant, express belt, tungsten plate. Where's the lubricant coming from? Ah, these three here. Okay. Do I have construction bots? No construction bots. Okay. Well, that's not helpful. How long do these take? Okay, they're pretty fast. I got no roboports in here. How about the ship? You got any roboports? Yeah, we've got a few. I'll take 10. There we go. Now the construction bots are hard at work. How many tungsten plates can we get out of this? 0.6 per second. And these eat up 0.8. And we got 8 of those, 8 of the science. And a few more of these, so I probably need more of these producing plates. 9. I've got 9. Okay. Gonna have to upgrade these belts. Alright, SDB Bread, no problem. Have a good one. Thanks for stopping by. Hope to see you when you get back. I never really bothered to check how much this is going to use as far as tungsten plates, but it's going to eat up a lot of them. Like all of them. That's 30 per minute, 80 per minute, 40 per minute. This is not going to work. I'm gonna need to borrow some from somewhere else. There's nowhere convenient. Some of these are gonna require like a train station. to get out over the lava. I could probably grab these. There's a few million tungsten there. Alright, I need some miners. We're gonna... Oh my god. Okay. I don't need this belt to be winding all the way around anymore. We're gonna change this to green belts. Yeah, that was necessary before I killed the worm. But now I don't need it. We got enough belts yet? Oh, we need a splitter as well. I need blue circuits there. Okay, now the green belts, Can move 60 items per second. That's double the red. That's great. I'm still going to need to grab from another ore vein, I think. This is still not going to be enough. Alright, let's get some more belts. Just a few more. And now that we have more ore, we can add more tungsten. It's not a lot of room though. Yeah, I need more green belts, but it's not quite getting that far. Am I gonna run out of molten iron? That might be a possibility. Let's see. Where's the molten iron being done? Ah, that. Okay. Yeah, it's fine. Plenty of molten iron. We can fit 3 more down here. It's something. So that's just molten iron and tungsten ore. It's easy to make. What is this stuff? Tungsten ore, ferric acid, carbon. That makes tungsten carbide. Okay. That's a little better. That'll be fine as long as we're not producing science. Then we'll be able to get some tungsten over here, but I think it would be better if I just started exploiting this. To do that, I'll need more turbo belts, I think. So all of these should be running. Looks like they are. Okay. Let's see what we can do about grabbing this tungsten up here. Oh, I should have brought the tank. Yeah, let's get the tank. There's a lot of rocks in the way. I can run them down. Oh, there's a little bit of lava there. Okay. I gotta work around all this lava. Oh my god. A little bit of lava there too. That lava? Oh, there's all these little bits of lava here and there. Man, really making this difficult. Can't use undergrounders. Let's see, how many miners is that? Oops, 23. And I think they produce at one per second? Mining speed 2.5 per second. But it says it's going to produce 1 per second. Is that correct? I think that 1 per second takes into account the mining speed. If so, this is not going to be enough. To fill even a fast transport belt? That doesn't seem right. These are big mining drills. More productivity, and I got all kinds of mining bonuses. Where's the bonuses? Yeah, mining productivity 100%. Well, I don't know. We'll see. I'm gonna use green belts out of here. This always happens when I leave the game for a while and come back. I forget how the game is played. I forget the rules sometimes. But, we'll see. Hey, Square-esque, how's it going? Tungsten has a 400% mining time, does it? Oh, 500%. Oh, that's why it's so slow. Okay. What about coal? Well, it doesn't say, so I guess 100% mining time. Yeah, 5 per second coal. Okay, that makes sense. Thank you. Well, if that's the case... I don't need to bother with these green belts. Definitely. Where is this power going? Oh, radar. Okay. Yeah. Oh, there's a big patch there that I can mine out of there. I can go through... Yeah, there's some paths there where I can take it out pretty easily. But that's not really accessible at the moment. Some of these are just straight up, like, surrounded by lava. Okay, we're gonna take this and go all the way through there. And I'm all out of belts. that actually backing up? Can this not use it fast enough? Oh, the lubricant. Yeah, that figures. Could use a few more of these. Okay. How many miners we got here? 27. Okay, I'm just gonna bring... this belt down here. Input priority, left side. So, yeah, the ore down here should satisfy these. And I could probably build a few more of these boundaries. And this will all get used up if I'm producing science, because that'll use more tungsten and more tungsten up here too. So that's going to eat up the ore pretty quick. So then we have this coming over here to replenish it when it gets up here. That'll work for now. Yeah, I may wind up adding more of these. I have enough molten iron. I just need enough to fill one side of a red belt. 15. How many foundries we got? 17. That'll do. More belts. So I can ship them to other planets. What's my experience with Space Age so far? Is it as fun as I expected? Yes. Yeah, I like it a lot. It's, exploring other planets has been a lot of fun so far. I've been to 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess there's still the frozen planet. Well, yeah, and then these solar system. I don't know what these are. Shattered planet, solar system edge. That looks dangerous. But yeah, it's been a lot of fun. I think it adds a lot of interesting new challenges. Each planet's a little different. I like the way Fulgara, you have to Fulgora, that's it. You have to kind of rely on the lightning storms for power. So that's something to think about. It took me a while to really get used to that idea. You kind of have to generate power on site. You can't really transfer power between islands. Doesn't seem to be a way to do that, so... yeah, I'm stuck on this tiny island, so my base is pretty tiny. I do think some of the restrictions that they put on you, like you can't carry anything in your inventory to space and all that, it's obvious why they do it, like for balance reasons, but it seems just like really arbitrary and just kind of funny. That you can send a rocket full of, I don't know, foundries. Well, I mean, the inventories in the game never really made much sense to begin with anyway. I can carry all this stuff in my personal inventory, so it just never really made sense. But it's pretty clear that some of the restrictions that they put in are just for balance reasons. And they're like, we're not really going to bother justifying it through gameplay or anything in really any realistic way. But that's fine. I haven't really done a lot with space logistics. Like having ships go back and forth, making deliveries automatically. I think that's all I wanted to do on this planet, really, for now. Just get this running. That's eating up all the tungsten. Ah, 50 at a time. Oh boy. Would it be better to make these turbo transport belts on site? What if What if we transported, tungsten? Rocket capacity 250. Yeah, but how much of that does it take to make a transport belt? 5. The same. What if I make stack inserters? Can you load stacked items into a rocket? Or do they have to be unstacked before you load them? Oh man, transporting these belts is going to be expensive. I don't know where to put my ore. I thought I had ore smelters somewhere. There they are. I had a lot of trouble with Gleba, my Gleba base, but I got something working and it was fully automated for a few hours. It went well. It stopped right now. I'm gonna have to go back there and start it up again. But I got a nice little setup here that ran for quite a while before it finally stopped. I'm not sure what was the cause of it, but it's dead now. So we'll have to go back and figure that out. I don't know if I'll do that today, though. Yeah, really, I just wanted to get these going. 25. So these have to be made in a foundry. And can only be made on Vulcanus, the turbo transport belts. Okay. Yeah, no way around it. Next rocket I'm gonna take up. It'll be a while, but eventually I'll get enough transport belts back to Novice to do something with. I'm not researching anything at the moment. Let's try low density structure productivity, I guess. Maybe I should go to Gleba just to get science there going. It won't take that long. Okay, wow, that's a lot of science I'm bringing back. Okay. Let's go to the space map. I'm on Volcanus. I guess I could go to Gleba and then Novice. Alright, yeah. That'll do. There's my sorry ship. My first ship. It's pretty sad, but it works. This is my most recent ship. Much better designed. I'm using advanced bullets. Advanced ammo, is that what it is? What it is? Piercing rounds, yeah. This is a cargo ship, extra cargo space. Carries my orange science. Calcite. It's a little bit faster. Right now it's hovering over Novice, waiting to drop the orange science. Yeah, this is doing fine with 2 thrusters. As long as we have a good good amount in storage of the oxidizer and fuel. It won't run out. Stopped at Gleba. Alright, here we go. Haven't been here in a long time. Okay, well, we got a lot of spoilage. We'll turn that into carbon. Gotta make sure I start this up properly. So, okay. We got tons of seeds. It's kind of a pain getting this started, but once I get it going, it should run for at least a few hours. I'm gonna need some, like, temporary storages here. Let's get all that stuff. Whoa. Not that. I'm gonna need to make some nutrients by hand to start with. Why do I have... three outputs here? Oh well. Forget it. I'm not gonna care about that. If I did it for a reason. Oh, I'm gonna need to get some more pentapod eggs. Okay. Oh, I'm gonna get myself killed. Oh, God. I'm not ready for this. Not the bees. Oops. I was hoping my lasers would do the trick. How do I get pentapod eggs if there's no enemies? Because I'm playing on peaceful. What if I just kill all the enemies? Pentapod egg. I gotta kill a stomper. I don't think I have a tank. Let's see. Do I have a tank on my ship? No. I could just throw down a bunch of gun turrets, I guess. That might work. Oh, I lost everything. I'm getting killed on peaceful mode. It's embarrassing. Why didn't it put my armor back on? Put my armor back on. Goofball. Got a rocket launcher, but I got no rockets. Let's go up here. There might be a lone nest here. Ah! It was a little easier. I got 3 pentapod eggs. Let's get some more. Alright, that should be enough. Yeah, I guess the big guys can drop pentapod eggs. So I don't have to kill the nest. The nests aren't going to spread. So I'm going to have to gear up a bit. Maybe get a tank over here or something. Before I take them on. Alright. Now I've got 7 pentapod eggs. Cancel all that. Okay, jelly. Take that out. There we go. Okay, now we got the nutrients. Should be flowing. That's the most important thing. Then after that, everything else should start working. Just make sure there's no no slop in any of these. No rotten crap. Pentapod eggs are going. Yeah, that's all it took. How's power? Temperature 575 Celsius. We got plenty of steam stored. Any excess nutrients is being stored here. Yeah, I guess I need to do something with it. Okay. It's all working perfectly. And here we're just turning spoilage into carbon for use here. Turn it into carbon fiber. But I got plenty of that. Now the carbon fiber we need for the stack inserter and the jelly. Okay. Can't make that there. So we're not making any inserters here at all. That brings up a question. How do I just get like iron here? Iron bacteria. Six jelly makes 10% iron bacteria. Oh, and I can multiply that with bioflux. Iron bacteria cultivation. 1 bioflux. 1 iron bacteria makes 4 iron bacteria. How is that an alternate recipe? The same recipe. Yeah, that's bacteria cultivation. I never did anything with that. Is bioflux something I can spare? I think most of it's being used up here. Now, some of it's getting all the way to the end. Let's have a look at that again. Cultivation stuff. Iron bacteria. We'll give us spoilage and... Oh, spoil result iron ore, yeah. Rocket capacity 1000. Why would you send that on a rocket? I don't know. I'm thinking, wouldn't it be easier, maybe less efficient, but easier to harvest copper and iron from the asteroids, just have a space station in orbit, harvest copper and iron that way and send it down? You probably couldn't get like mass quantities of it. Okay, 6 jelly. That'll give me iron bacteria. Or I can just get it by harvesting these rocks. I think I can get iron bacteria that way. Just to start off the process here. And then cultivation just requires some bioflux. What about copper, though? Copper cultivation requires bioflux. Okay. Sounds good. I was loading the bioflux onto my rocket. Brought it back to Novice for some reason. I can't remember why. Oh, these pipes are in my way. It's fine. I gotta make more of these biochambers. Let's see. Pentapod, egg, nutrients, circuits, iron plates. Landfill. Got a bunch of landfill down here. Got a bunch of pentapod eggs here being burned up. I'll take those. Anything to send down? No green circuits, no nothing. Oh well, I can still get a few biochambers. Okay, up here I'm gonna need the crystal stuff and also nutrients. Let's see. It's gonna be real ugly. Is this even gonna work? Who can say? Okay, that's copper. Hey, Patrick. Good to see you today. I'm doing pretty good. You have a good weekend? Excuse me. Back at Factorio after 3 weeks. It's been a while. But it's good to be back. Oh boy. I got nothing on this planet. I got no bulk inserters. I got nothing. Where's my ship? Send down those bulk inserters. Oh, really? With the paint? Yeah, the paint's been fun ever since. Oh, excuse me. Throat's dry. Ever since I discovered it, I've been playing around with new colors. How far are you into the game? How many biomes have you come across? I think I beat it. I think I'm all done. I did all the optional stuff. Oh, except one thing. There's one weapon I need to build. But I think I'm just about done with the game. I've recorded like 30 something episodes ahead, so... I've been playing it a lot. Oh, if those pentapods hatch, I'm screwed. I need electronic circuits. Okay, I gotta find some... more bacteria. There's all the iron bacteria. I guess I'll have to make some artificially. Oh no, it's about to expire. Dang it. Ah, the water biome. Yeah, that's the, I think the first real boss I had trouble with, I guess the mage. I died to the fire mage once, I think. Yeah, I'm glad you like it though. I played it a bit in early access and just put it away, intending to get back to it. once it hit 1.0, and then I did play it for a few hours and never got back to it again. So I thought after the big update, it's a good time to get back into it. And I'm glad I did. I was hooked for a couple weeks. More jelly. Come on. There we go. Got one bacteria. Oh, 1 second. Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that. You keep all your gravestones? You want to be reminded of all your deaths? I just throw them away. I don't want to be reminded. Oh god, all these pentapod eggs are gonna hatch and destroy my... factory. Alright, I think we're gonna burn them. Okay, I think we're done there. There we go. And we're going to filter this one to grab spoilage. Stuff that in there. So it ain't perfect, but it'll work. And then these two will take the ore. Hey, Toby King Turtle. Good to see ya. Thank you. It's good to be back. Back to streaming after a few weeks. Oh. Or, yeah, I maybe you're saying that because I just went away for a minute. That stopped again. It shouldn't stop. Because they should be filling each other. I guess we're running out of flux. Oh, okay. I've got an overflow of pentapod eggs. That's causing the flux to get backed up. As they go on the same side of the belt here. Which is not the most ideal thing. Now, what's going on with my fruit? Okay, it's working. But very slowly. Are these actually working? Yeah? I just don't have enough of these. That's it. That's the problem. Is that why it stopped initially? Eventually it stopped because the fruit couldn't keep up. That's alright. We got enough science out of it. Yeah, this little experiment kind of failed. It requires a constant supply of flux to really work. But it's kind of dying now. The whole thing. Oh well, this will get me some plates and whatnot to work with. I'll come back to this planet later and fix everything up. If I don't feel like working on it now, save the problem for future me. Yeah, the fruit's coming back in. Yeah, it comes in waves. Yeah, Toby, I'm hoping to stream more often again. Sometimes I'll do that. I'll take like long breaks. Before my break, I was streaming like almost every day for a little while, and just decided to take a long break. And now I'm back at it, so probably not every day, but a couple times a week, a few times, 3 times a week I'll try. I gotta finish Factorio. And there's a couple other games I want to stream soon. One is Outer Wilds. And I had some more in mind. Can't remember what they were. I know Outer Wilds is very prone to spoilers, but I think I'll stream it, and I don't think I'm large enough of a streamer or content creator, whatever you want to call it, that spoilers will be a problem. And I'm pretty good at just like skimming chat and should be able to recognize if people are trying to spoil something. So I think streaming it will be okay. Alright, deliver that. I'm gonna get on the next rocket and then we're going home to Novice. I've got science to deliver. Let's put everything away. Oh, nice. I love abiotic factor. What section are you in right now in abiotic factor? I'd love an excuse to play through it again. I've got my hardcore game ready for the DLC. But that won't be till later this year, I guess. I'd like to play through again, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to do to make it new and interesting. Maybe mods or something? Alright, let's get this back to Novice right away before it spoils. Oh, nice. Yeah, hydro plant is, that's a major one. That's a big zone. Can be quite difficult. I mean, they're all big. Manufacturing. Hydro plant is the one I think I spend most of my time in. Killing the robots. Wife wants to 100%. Oh, I'd like to. I don't know what achievements I'm missing. I guess there's probably an achievement for getting all skills, maxing all skills, which I haven't done. There's a few more. Like, there's a few armor sets I guess I've never collected. I'll have to hunt those down. Probably just stuff I looked at and ignored. Like security, sector armor, stuff like that. I know there's a few achievements I haven't gotten that should be... that look very easy. SDB Red wants me to do a hardcore run with Shiv only. I don't know. Drop to planet Novice. Alright, send that science down right away. And we gotta change research priorities here. Use up this Gleba science as soon as possible. It's spoiling. Well, we're back. There we go. Health researched. More health. Yeah, I think he's joking about that, but I don't know. That would be an impressive feat if I could do that. I don't think that would be fun. That's just too punishing. What are these bricks being used for? Oh. Why are there so few of them? Well, I think all my mineral fields are used up. Yeah, there might be some kind of weird abiotic factor themed run I could do. I'll have to think about it. Oh, why did I not get my car while I was over there? Oh well. There's my stone mining operation. I gotta use up every last bit of this. I don't have any inserters. Oh well. I'll deal with that later. Bots can come all the way over here? I guess they can. We got roboports. So now we're researching Spidertron. Can I finish it? No. 2,500 agricultural science. That's going to require another trip back to Gleba. Did we use up all the science? Yeah, looks like it. Alright, well, that's as far as I got. I could not finish the Spidertron. That's alright. Go back to scrap recycling, which will be useful on Fulgura. Scrap recycling productivity plus 10%. We'll get some more materials out of the scrap. Alright, I gotta start building bigger on Novice. My mines here are just about dead, except for the coal. So, on Novice, we can use foundries. I think I'll use them. Tungsten ore. Tungsten ore. So, rocket capacity 100 for the ore. Rocket capacity 250 for the plates. Tungsten plates, okay. Just seeing if I want to move tungsten over here. For any reason. Nah, probably not. Okay. Yeah, so we're gonna do ore smelting here. And for that I need calcite. Calcite's not a problem. If we go to... Well, this is my science starship. I can get science or calcite from advanced processing, advanced oxide, asteroid crushing. Re-ice to calcite. How does that compare with regular asteroid crushing? 5 ice and a 20% chance to get an asteroid back. That's from one chunk. Okay, this is going to eat up a lot more oxide asteroids. Which, if I'm stationary, aren't going to be too common. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to get enough calcite for ore smelting. But this guy gets a lot of calcite. From traveling back and forth. to deliver the metallurgic science. Most of it I'm just throwing away. Okay. So once we have this smelted, iron or copper, I guess we could move it around by train if I need to. Oh, I don't know if that'll be necessary. I need a big iron ore patch. $36 million. There's two of them here. Alright, I don't think I have any more miners and foundries here. I can bring a few more over. Let's go to the YOLO. There's no more on there. Okay. I'm gonna send it back to Volcanus. Just to pick up some stuff. Let's get the tank. I'm just gonna try setting up a iron smelting operation with foundries and all that. Oh, and I'm gonna need some rails. I don't know where they are. Oh, I can search. All the way over there. Do I have express belts being made here? Maybe not. No. Oh, that's not good. But I can make those using a foundry, right? Yeah, using gear wheel. Okay. I need pipes. Oh, I'm out of fuel. Let's see, what do I have that can be used as fuel? Nothing. Can we power a tank with wood? I guess so. Alright, this might actually give me more, more than I can handle. Each one of these is going to give me 5 per second. Okay. Wow. So, okay, I'm gonna pretend that I have green belts, so... Yeah, this is enough to satisfy a green belt. 60? 60 per second. I'll just replace these with green belts later. And let's say we have a foundry making iron ore, smelted iron ore. That's going to eat up 6.25 per second. Wow, this is really does not take up a lot of space. If I can do the iron and copper all in one spot, that would be great. These two here, maybe? Iron and copper. I thought I might need both of these, but I don't. Both of these iron ore veins. There's a whole bunch up there. Yeah, let's go down here. I think that's better. Do I not have... I don't have robots. I pissed him off, apparently. Alright. That's, yeah, I think this is a better spot. We'll get 6 on each side. Okay, yeah, that's more than enough to use up 60 copper per second. Okay. We're gonna need, oh no, green inserters. I don't have any. This will be the iron. I know I've got green inserters up there somewhere. See if I can find them. How's YOLO doing? Let's request some boundaries and drills. I really don't need this many though. Just 20 each. Five has to send them up 5 at a time. Alright, well. I thought I needed more than I do anyway. Here we go. Wrong here. Can't get enough fast inserters? Oh, my fast inserter production is broken. Right? No. Can't get them from there? Oh, you're not requesting them for some reason. What the... I don't know what happened there. Hey, Cloud the Balut. Hello there. How you doing? Oh, thank you. Doing my best. It's an old factory. And has not been updated in a long time. I'm trying to expand it. I've been spending a lot of time on the other planets, so most of the ore here has been consumed already. And I'm gonna have to really start thinking much bigger. Okay, that'll work. My God, I don't have power poles. Yeah, I'm liking it a lot. Adds a lot of interesting new challenges to the game. All of the planets are a little bit different in their own ways. Each with their own challenges. And so you gotta kind of play the game a little bit differently. At least when you get to the new planets. So the new planets can be frustrating at first, some of them, because what you're used to doing doesn't really work the same way. At least in my case. So I found them a bit frustrating, but you get used to it. And then you kind of accept that you just have to kind of do things a little bit differently. And then you're okay. But I'm enjoying it quite a bit. Novice is pretty much the same. Although some of the tech, the high-end tech requires space exploration now. Space science. Like the Spidertron. I'm trying to get that. But I need science from other planets. Let's see. Let's go west. South. Yeah, right there. I gotta get long poles too. Okay. Why do I not have this stuff in my inventory, I wonder? Let's get some construction bots. Long poles, substations. There we go. Yeah, if you enjoy vanilla Factorio and you want more, I say pick it up. Or, I mean, I say vanilla Factorio, but obviously, I think a lot of the mods have been updated to work with space, with the DLC, space DLC now. Okay, got everything I need. There we go. So this is all working. Yeah, it's fully saturated easily. We need the calcite. So the calcite comes in through here, and we're going to bring it in by train. I don't really have a plan as to how I'm gonna set up my rail system. Which is the best way to proceed with an engineering project. Have no plan, go proceed based on intuition. So here, I'm gonna have molten iron and copper. We can do a lot of... We can do a lot with just that iron and copper. Pretty much all of the transport belts, except the lubricant. I'll have to bring lubricant in. So this can be like a big manufacturing hub. I could do steel. Yeah, YOLO is best most of the time. If you have a plan, then that means you're constantly rethinking what you're doing. Is this going to work based on the plan that I have come up with? But if you don't have a plan, you don't have that problem. Less stress. I figure... That's too bad. This is kind of in the way, I think. We can have... Let's see. How big are these? How much room do these take up? These stations here. Let's just create a temporary blueprint here. It's a lot of space. This is all to make steel. So instead of doing steel here, we could use molten iron. Okay. I think we'll have a bunch of stations here. We'll put a up and down railway here and a bunch of stations branching off. And then over here we'll have a bunch of manufacturing. Yeah, efficiency is an endgame beast. Not really worrying about efficiency. But I do gotta build big. Alright, I'm gonna put down... Yeah, that's fine. Put down a railway there. Toggle personal roboport off. Just want to have a look at it. Oh man, I don't have any more grenades. All the trees are in my way. Alright, grenade time. How come these don't have power? Oh. There we go. I don't know where I'm making grenades, so let's search. Right there? Okay. We got plenty of room for stations here, loading, unloading, all of that. I probably won't need to unload too much. I'm gonna build this by hand. No, I'll let the bots do it, I guess. Well, let's... This is... I'll do it by hand. It might require some modifications here. Okay. I don't need... I don't need like a train waiting depot or anything like that. I'm not going to have a ridiculous number of trains moving around. But I do need at least room for one train in waiting. So if we make... And I guess with trains we'll have 2 cargo wagons. Yeah, I think these are built for 1 cargo wagon. Yeah, these have 1 cargo wagon. Okay. Yeah, I want 2. Okay, that should be fine. Yeah, that's not gonna... Okay. So we can have 1 train in waiting there. So I don't need to expand the size of it, really. And this can fit 1 train. Okay. Or 1 cargo wagon. Well, I will need to expand it slightly. Or move it back. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, they can fit enough cargo wagons. Okay, now I want to see how much room is this going to take up? Unloading. There's really no reason to do anything more elaborate than that. Not for this, anyway. Okay, I think that'll be okay. Gonna have to check the signals, make sure they're correct. These should be rail chain, rail chain. Rail chain. Oh, wait, that won't work. Well, it will, but... I really should have... signals in here. Yeah, because if I have a train coming out here waiting to leave, then this one can't leave. We're gonna have to move it a little bit. Expand it a little bit. Okay, I think that's gonna work. Yeah, that's room for 2 cargo wagons. Yeah, that looks right. Okay. I'll have to redo these, these lights here. I want a perfect mirror of whatever I did up here. Okay, that should be okay. Yeah, the most important thing is to break up these 2 lines so they don't, the left and right lanes, so they don't interfere with each other. Alright, let's try this again. I guess I could I was thinking maybe I won't stockpile it, but probably a good idea. This is the calcite. Okay, so that's kind of what it's going to look like. I'm going to bring in a few other things here and just do a lot of random, not random, but production with the iron and copper here. Conveyor belts, all that kind of thing. Just have them all available as I need them. And I'm going to get a lot of iron and copper out of these mining drills and the foundries. The calcite. So the next step would be move the cargo landing pad. So I gotta find a spot, because you can only have one cargo landing pad per planet. So I gotta find like a central location that deals with all the incoming stuff, puts it on trains, sends it out to wherever it needs to go, whether it's science or calcite from I guess this one, Big Boy 82. Yeah, that's got the calcite. We get a lot of calcite from the asteroid mining processing here. So we're going to use that, send it down, and then train it here. So that's the plan for next time. I think we're going to have to end it there. We'll find a location for this and then just set up a train depot where we can just send it out wherever it needs to go. And we'll bring the calcite here. Get the smelted ore going. Well, we got a little bit done. It's a big game. There's a lot to do. So we'll get to that next time. We got some science done. I want to get the Spidertron done next time as well. So we're going to try to do that. We got to go back to Gleba and get that science going again because it is stopped at the moment. But we'll look into that. Alright, that's going to do it for this stream, I think. We'll be back at Factorio in probably a couple of days. 2 or 3 days. Tomorrow I might do some more Diablo 2. Or maybe a different game. I'm not sure yet. But that'll do it. Thanks everyone for joining. Toby and Loud the Balut and Patrick and everyone else who popped in. Really appreciate it. And hope to see you on the next one. Alright, take care.